Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the third memorial lecture. And we have our speaker today, Shri Arun Kumar Upadhyay ji. Good evening, sir. Thank you for accepting our invitation to give a talk on, Vedic concepts and measures for research. We really appreciate your time, and we are really looking forward for the talk. Let me take a minute to give a brief intro about Sri Arun Kumar Upadhyay ji. Arun Kumar Upadhyay ji was born into a family with a long tradition of Sanskrit scholarship. He received traditional Sanskrit education at home from his father, followed by formal schooling. He excelled academically, earning a BSc in physics and later joining the Indian Forest Services, which is IFS, and subsequently the Indian Police Service, IPS. Despite his service, he pursued further education, completing an MSc in mathematics privately. Upadhyayaji's family had a strong tradition of Sanskrit learning, and his father was a pioneer in bridging Vedic culture with modern education. Upadhyayaji continued this legacy, engaging in self-study of Vedic literature and astronomy. He was honored as an Ashthan Vidwan by Dattapeetham in Mysore. His extensive literary work covers diverse topics ranging from Sanskrit philosophy, astronomy, and Indian traditions to commentary on ancient texts. He has authored over 160 books, that's 160 books and research papers, delving into areas such as Vedic cosmology, the intersection of science and spirituality, and the historical dating of events using astronomical data. So, this is a very brief intro of Sri Arun Kumar Upadhyay ji.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Karthik, for the introduction of the illustrative speaker. On the occasion of the Srimaharshi Research Institute of Vedic Technology reaching 25 years, completing successfully. On this occasion, we are celebrating these lectures, memorial lectures by distinguished people to mostly to enlighten the different, to see how Vedic knowledge can be used in the modern science and bridge the gap. And that's how we are very happy today. Arun Kumar Upadhyay ji has agreed to talk. And sir, welcome to you for this occasion and for having accepted to give the talk. We are very thankful to you. On behalf of SRIVT, my thanks to you. And I also would like to welcome and all the guests who are present online now to listen to this. Warm welcome to all of you. And last we had 1 week back a lecture on similar concepts, which has received very, good responsive, positive response from the audience with a lot of inquiries and so on. And this gave us more encouragement that yes, there are people who are willing to know and more work in this line. So with that, we are more encouraged. And now I would request Arun Kumar Upadhyay ji to take over and give his talk. To all the audience, at the end of the talk, we'll have some question answer session. Please wait, keep your questions to the end. And with this, I open the floor to Arun Kumar Upadhyay ji. Please go ahead.
Thank you, all the participants. Firstly, I will give a brief introduction about myself. Like everybody else, I am a result of three traditions, which we call three runas. My father wanted to explain Vedic science in modern terms. So he was studying physics and mathematics at advanced age. One sent from Tanjore told that at this age he cannot learn physics and math, and what he wants will be done by his son. I was born 14 years later. And my father told that you are born by blessing of a saint, so you have to do this thing. So just to oppose that work, I studied something of Vedic literature because I didn't want to do what others wanted. And in that process, I learned that Vidwan title also is miraculous. In this life, I have not studied Vedas since systematically. Probably 2 or 3 lives earlier, I had studied Taittiriya Samhita. And in 1993, when I happened to visit Padmanabh Swami Mandir in Thiruvananthapuram, I remembered my previous life study of Taittiriya Samhita and recited it and under a mandap of that temple. So on that basis, not on the basis of this life study, I was awarded Asthan Vidwan title by Dattapith. So this is the whole. And there is one thing is common among all of us participating in this meet, that we believe that there was advancement of science in earlier times also. That means that civilizations can rise and fall also. It is not continuous rise only. And there we assume that there is a cycle of rise and fall. At one time in ancient period, the Vedic science was spread all over the world. But why we believe it only in India? Because our dharma is Sanatana dharma. We retain the continuity which is called Aditi. Aditir Jatam, Aditir Janitam. Opposite is Diti, what we call Abrahamic systems. They destroy everything before their prophet and assume that civilization and knowledge has started from their prophet only. And only their prophet or their God is good, others are bad. So that destructive nature destroyed everything. So there are two very simple and clear proofs of ancient civilization and ancient knowledge. First is simple Gayatri Mantra itself. In childhood, when at sacred thread ceremony, when Gayatri Mantra is taught, I raised a query that where from we came to know about 7 lokas, what they call 7 heavens in Bible, 7 asmans in Quran. So this was known all over the world that there are 7 structures, levels of structure in space. So unless we measure it, we cannot know 7 structures. Means this was my query, where these measurements are there and how they were measured. So my father told you don't dispute now. Later on I will show. So later on I studied Bhagavad Puran, Vishnu Puran, etc. Measurements are given, but in what units? That took me 40 years to understand what are the units of length mentioned in those Puranas. So this is the study. Uh, uh, Second thing is that 50,000 old mines are available all over the world, or 50 or 55,000 year old mines. So that is also a surprise. Means how ancient people could know that 1 kilometer below the surface, copper pyrite will be found, or any other mineral will be found. Definitely, they are not digging the whole earth. And there was some method by which they could find that at this place mine will be, mineral will be located. Even now, there is no sure method of looking. I was originally student of MSc Physics when I joined Indian Forest Service. And after doing that service, I completed MSc Physics. Then privately, I did MSc Mathematics. So even after studying many branches of science, if a mineral is given in my hand, then it will take 2 days to identify which mineral it is. So it is surprising how in ancient periods, times, people could locate the mines, extracted the minerals, and refined the metals. These are surprising things, and this prove that there was ancient civilization. So after that background, I will mainly tell about the cosmology part, because that was my main. My research on the measurement of space, Lucas, it combined the Jain mathematics, Puran, and Vedic literature. So in 2000 AD, I wrote a research paper, Measurement of Lucas in Vedic Literature. Vedic literature means Puran also. In Research Journal of Melkot Sanskrit Academy. For 1.5 years, they disputed that there was no such measurement and this is all bogus. Means, Vedic people were illiterate, this thing, that thing. And there was no script also. Many objections were raised. Then in correspondence, I gave many references that show me where my translation is wrong. So all the measurement parts I sent. Finally, they agreed to publish my article, and with a note in editorial that all this bogus discussion is by author only. Editors are not responsible for that. So with this note, so in that there were 3 measurements of solar system which were not known in the modern astrophysics till then. Firstly, size of solar system. What is the size of solar system? It is not known because there is no boundary wall. And secondly, when I was student of MSc Physics in 74, we understood that solar wind comes up to Earth orbit. In 75, it was known that it reaches up to Mars orbit. Still, on the basis of Yajurved and Vishnu Puran, etc., I wrote that solar wind goes up to Uranus orbit. And I was very hesitant because it clashed with my study of physics and mathematics or astronomy. Still, I wrote on the basis of Vedas. And it was found in 2007 that actually solar wind goes up to Uranus orbit by Cassini spacecraft, 7 years after my article. Similarly, in 2008, Pluto was removed from the list of planets. And the reason was that there are 70,000 plutonic bodies at average distance of 45 to 65 astronomical unit. On the basis of Vedas, they are called 60,000 Balkhilyas. So their orbit is called a Nakshatra Kaksha in Surya Siddhant at distance of 60 astronomical unit. And their size is called Angusht Matra. So if Earth is the measuring rod for space, Earth is taken as man, then 96 part of the Earth diameter, equatorial diameter, will be Angusht. So I wrote that there are 60,000 small planets of size of diameter above 135 kilometers at the average distance of 60 astronomical unit. NASA estimate was in 2008 was that 70,000 plutonic bodies of more than 100 kilometer diameter. So they estimated above 100 kilometer diameter. I wrote above 135 kilometer diameter. So it was smaller number, 60,000 only. And that also proved correct. Measurement of solar system is still not known. There are 2 criteria of that size of solar system, and it is given in 6 different units. Rigved tells that the region or zone till which light of sun is more than the background of galaxy is called solar system, and that extends up to 30 dhams. Trinshat dham virajate vak patangaya dhiyate prativastor rahadyubhi. This is in 10th mandal. I have given references in my article, etc. So same measurement is given in Vishnu Puran and Bhagavad Puran and others, that it is 157,50,000 times the diameter of sun. Roughly, it is stated at many places that it is a sphere of 1 light year diameter radius. So in many other forms also this same measurement is given. So this can be calculated. There is no much dispute about that. Another definition is that the region till which objects will be in gravitational orbit of sun will be called solar system. That is smaller size. So this definition and measurement has not been done so far in the modern astronomy. Modern estimate is that largest cometary orbit is 60,000 to 150,000 astronomical unit distance. So there is error of 60%. And Puran measurement tells that it is 157.5 lakh times the sun diameter. So there is error of 0.3%. This is the accuracy of Puranic measurement. Similarly, there are modern astrophysics theories. I studied one Russian book in 2000, written and published in 2005. They had listed 22 theories. We complain about Vedas, and Yask Nirukta also tells that whatever you want, we assume the meaning of words. So meanings are uncertain. These types of allegations are made about, or suspicions are made about Vedic literature. But modern astrophysics is not less confused than that. In search of unified field theory, we have now more than 22 theories. 5 string theories, 10-dimensional string theories, 2 M string theories of 10 dimension, then 4-dimensional theory of relativity by Friedman, and there are 2 types of 4-dimensional theory based on Einstein's theory of relativity. Then 5-dimensional theory, 6-dimensional theory, 8-dimensional theory. Then there is one 11-dimensional theory also. So how we can understand the universe? In Vedas also, we can roughly classify in 2 types of theories. One is Pura theory, means structural theory. Another is field theory, which is called SRIVT theory. Pura theory summary is given in Vishnu Puran only in 2 verses. It is surprising. All the 22 theories of modern astrophysics are not equal to that essence of theory, cosmology, in only 2 verses. First verse tells that Earth is defined as the region lighted by sun and moon. Ravichandra Masur Javat Mayukai Avabhasyate Sa Samudra Sarit Shaila Prithvi Tavati Smrita. So there are 3 Prithvis. This planet Earth is lighted by both sun and moon. Then the zone of solar light, that is solar system, and the extreme reach of sunlight till the distance at which sun can be seen as a point star, that is size of Brahmand, which is called galaxy now. That is defined in Surya Siddhant also, that Yavat Dinakara Sakara Prasara. They are given 18-digit number. And no commentary on Surya Siddhant explained that verse. They only commented that Hindus have penchant of writing large numbers. It is very accurate size of galaxy. And it is surprising that all the Puranas, 2 times in Vedic literature, in Kathopanishad, accurate size of galaxy is given. More accurate than estimates of NASA in 1990 and 2008. Kathopanishad and Asyavambiya Sukta calculated, they give estimate of 97,000 light years diameter of galaxy. And 1990 estimate of NASA was 1 lakh light year diameter. 2008 estimate is 95,000 light year diameter. Then cosmology theory, there are other theories. One is that Hiranyagarbha Sukta, Hiranyagarbha Samvartagya, that is famous Rigvedic verse. That we call it primordial fireball, that it started creation. Then sequence is given in Atri and Tatri Upanishad, etc. Akashad Vayo Agni Adhya Prithvi Prithivyanг Aushadhya, and this sequence is given. Agni Rapa Adhya Prithvi. So these are the we call it Panch Mahabhut, means the whole universe as such, called Swayambhu Mandal. It is almost vacant, so it is Akash element. Motion has started with the formation of galaxies, so it is called Vayu element. Then sun or other stars, they radiate energy, so it is called Agni element. Then a region in solar system around moon orbit is relatively cool, so it is Jal element, water element. And solid base earth is Prithvi element or Bhumi element. So these are Panch Mahabhut, 5 levels of world. So Vishnu Puran tells that there are 3 earths. First is earth planet, second is solar system, third earth is a galaxy, or which was called Brahman. Next verse tells that for each earth, its sky is greater in same ratio in which earth is greater than human being. That Vishnu Puran part 2, chapter 7, verses 3 and 4. यावत् प्रमाणा पृथ्वी विस्तार परिमंडलात् नभस्तावत् प्रमाणं वै व्यासमंडल तोद्विजा. This is the verse. So this is accurate size. Koti means limit. For us, limit of earth, limit of world is earth, which is around 100 lakh times our size. So 100 lakh is 1 koti. For earth, solar system is sky. It is again koti times 100 lakh times. So it is 100 lakh is koti. So again 1 koti time is galaxy, and in same ratio we assume that the infinite universe also is 1 koti. So this is measured in Gayatri Chand. Means 1 koti 100 lakhs is about 2 power 24, exactly 2 power 23.5. So it is written in Vedas that Gayatri is measurement of the space, Lucas. So how these measurements were done, it is surprising. There are some clues that Surya Siddhant tells that the distance at which sun will be visible as a point star or average star will be size of galaxy. So we can roughly estimate size of galaxy as per that formula. At what distance sun will look like an average star. That will be, we assume that this is diameter of galaxy. This is called Param Pad of Vishnu. Tad Vishnu Paramam Padam Sada Pashyanti Surya. Surya normally means scholars, but here it means a collection of suns or stars, sun-like stars. So that is Parampada of Vishnu. Vishnu means physical form is sun. Tad Vishnu Paramam Padam Sada Pashyanti Surya. Its numerical measurement is given in Surya Siddhant last chapter. So this is the larger space. No cosmology theory, none of the 22 cosmology theories in modern astrophysics explain this sequence of structure, which is very correct, accurate. They assume the whole space universe as uniform, homogeneous, and isotropic, which is not even at the largest scale. 2 galaxies are not similar. Even collection of 1,000 galaxies is not similar to the other collection of 1,000 galaxies. So assumption of homogeneous and isotropic universe itself is not correct. Secondly, this size of galaxy and stars, planets, this is not dealt in any of the theories. It is just a mathematical equation, and its physical form is not known. Then not only higher spaces, lower worlds also are explained in our Vedic literature. And one Dhyan Bindu Upanishad tells, Balagra Shatasahasram Tasya Bhagasya Bhagina Tasya Bhagasya Bhagardhang Tat Chayatu Niranjanam. 100,000 part of our size, human size, is the size of cell. That is the limit of our resolution of human eye also. We cannot see smaller object than that. So 100,000 is called a laksh or lakh. Laksh means to see. Again, 100,000 part is size of atom. That is word or Vishnu for the quantum mechanics or physical chemistry. Again, 100,000 part is size of nucleus. That is the word for nuclear physics. 4 more levels successively smaller by 100,000 parts are given. ऋषिभ्यः पितरो जाता पितृभ्यो देवदानवा देवेभ्यश्च जगत सर्वं चरं स्थान अनुपूर्वसा. This is sequence from the lower end. So last level is Rishi, which is called string in modern terms. In Hindi, it is Rishi has become Rassi. So size of Rishi is about 10 power minus 35 meters, which is called Planck's length in modern physics. Bhagavad Puran, Skand 3, chapter 11, verse 4 tells that the time taken by light to cross this distance is called Parmanu of time. Sakala Paramanurvay Yo Bhungte Parmanutam. So that will come to 10 power minus 43 seconds. And this is the small time from which the history of time has been explained in a book of Stephen Hawking's History of Time. He has written his cosmology book. So these are accepted by modern physics also. This is called Planck's length and Planck's time, the smallest unit of time. So it was surprising how this was done. Then this lower levels are 7, inner ratio is 10 power 5. Higher levels are 5, starting from man, and their inner ratio is 10 power 7. In the power of 10, there is a cross symmetry. When levels are 5 at higher level, inner ratio is 10 power 7. They are much different, separated so that they do not interfere with each other. Our solar system is not affected by other solar systems around us. But in lower world, they are interacting with each other. Cells are interacting, atoms are interacting, nucleus reacts in fusion reaction, etc. So they are interacting. Higher, so their ratio is small. So this cross ratio, 7 levels at lower end, and ratio is 5 in powers of 10. Higher levels are 5, ratio is 7. So since this is in powers of 10, so it is 10-dimensional universe. So dimensional theory is called Sri Siddhant. So these are also described in various words in Vedic literature. First, 0 dimension is point, line is first dimension, pristh or surface is third dimension, ayatan or ayu is third dimension, and ayatan is related with ayu or time. That reminds me of Kepler's theory that time period and this area swept by planets in their orbit, they are of the dimension of 3 and 2. Means square of time period will be equal to cube of area swept in the planetary orbit. So this comes to the same thing which is in discussion. Ayatan volume is treated similar to the time dimension. Then fourth dimension is matter, which is not assumed as a dimension in Einstein's theory. It is called curvature of space-time. Fifth dimension is time. So these are the sufficient measures for explaining the mechanical universe, and that is explained by Sankhya Darshan. It is 5-dimensional theory, so there are 5 into 5, 25 elements in Sankhya Darshan. Sixth dimension is consciousness, which is called Purush dimension, is Chitti. Chitti means design. The agent which can create Chitti is called Chetana. And Chetana means translated as consciousness, but it is defined in parallel way to the development of the world itself. Then seventh level is Rishi. Rishi means Rasi, mutual attraction among the bodies. Nag or Vritra means enclosing surface, means any object is formed by a boundary surface which is like Nag or Vritra. So in modern cosmology theory also, they are called Calabi geometry, means limited dimensions equal to the size of the object. Then ninth is Randra or Nanda. Randra means defect. Due to density gradient of energy or matter, creation is being done. Navo Navo Bhavati Jayamana. Ninth dimension is creation of the new forms. Navo Navo Bhavati Jayamana, ninth element. Then 10th dimension is Ras or Anand. Raso Vaisa Rasang Labdha Anandi Bhavati. So this is the dimensional theory. Then there is a theory of Yajna. Yajna means creation. So whether it is a third separate theory or it can be derived from Purush and Sri theories, I am not very clear till today. I am frankly telling. So there is another theory in Purush Sukta. Purush Sukta tells that Padosya Vishwa Bhutane Tripadasya Amritang Devi. Then two times Purush is written with Dirgha Pu, Purush. So the Purush is of four parts. One part only is created universe. Then another next verse tells Tato Virat Ajayata Virajo Adhipurusha. Virat means visible, lighted. So all the visible objects are surrounded by almost vacuum space, vacant space. Like Earth is surrounded by almost vacant space. There is very rare matter. Then interstellar matter is still lighter. And then intergalactic matter. So that is Adhipurush. Though it is very rare, but its volume is so much that it is much more than the Virat. So that is also called Virajo Adhipurusha. So Virat and Adhipurush, they jointly make 1/4 of the universe, one path. And remaining path, three paths are not created as world. So this was known for the first time only 3 years back. In 2020 December, this was estimated that Virat means visible planets, stars, and galaxies. They form only 5% of the total universe. 19% is Adhipurush, means 19% is interplanetary, interstellar, and intergalactic matter. And 76% is unknown matter, unknown dark matter, which about which we don't know. Only its gravitational effect is known. So, where from this ratio in Purush Sukta was known? Then Yagya theory, about Yagya there are many grand arrangements about Yagya. We think that only doing Havan in fire is called Yagya, and it is translated as sacrifice in English. This mischievous translation has created an impression that Yagya only means killing of animals. But it is none of this. Neither Havan in fire nor killing of animals is Yagya. Havan means Yagya is exactly defined only at 1+, only in Gita. Yagyat bhavati parjanya, parjanyat anna sambhava. So the first was that Sahajagya Prajasrishta Puruvacha Prajapati Anena Prasavishabdham Eshavosprishta Kamadhuk. Third chapter, verse 10. That Yag is the means of producing our desired objects. And most desired useful object is agriculture. So agriculture in agriculture terms only Yag has been defined. That from Yag Parjanya is created, from Parjanya Anna is created. Anna is created only by agriculture. So agriculture is the basic yagya, and all the other yagyas, Dravya yagya, Gyan yagya, Swadhyaya yagya, all other yagyas are dependent on that only. So by inter-joining of yagyas, Sadhyas reach the level of Deva. This is last verse of Purusuk. That yagyena yagyam ayajanta Deva, stani dharmani pratmani asan, tehanaka mahimana sachanta, yatra purve sadhya santi Deva. Sadhya civilization, they joined yagyas, and by that they reached the top of this civilization. So this is the meaning, and yagya cycle I have indicated in the diagram. Yagyat bhavati parjanya, parjanyat anna samaya. 7 parts are indicated in Gita chapter 3. So these are the basic levels, and there is another first verification of Indian Vedic cosmology theory is that it explains the measures of micro words and major words both. Second three, I tried to explain mathematically. In mathematics, there is a problem. There is a Gödel's theory, Kurt Gödel, that no mathematical theory can be complete and consistent. So no single theory can explain the world. So, but we tried to find unified cosmology theory, unified field theory, which created proliferation of theories because single theory cannot be complete. This is the mathematical theorem of Kurt Gödel theorem. So in Vedas also has to be minimum two theories or maybe three theories: Purush theory, Sri theory, and Yajna theory. So first verification of this Vedic theory is that it has given the correct scale of planets, stars, galaxies, and universe, and lower worlds also. Problem is that there are 13 world levels. So Vishwa means 13 in astronomy texts. So this is the reason, because lower worlds are 7, higher worlds including man are 6. So there are 13 levels, and so Vishwa means 13. Mathematical system theory tells that there are infinite hierarchy of systems. So that mathematical system theory by Kalman cannot explain this sequence of worlds. Then field theory and discrete theory. For that also we have two types of theory. Discrete theory, which is countable, that is called Ganesh. Ganesh means which we can count, Ganana. Saraswati, Rasavati means Ras or Bhav. So Ramcharitmanas first verse tells it praises Ganesh and Saraswati both. Ganesh is countable knowledge, Saraswati is non-countable, abstract knowledge. Like in English, primary English grammar, we tell collective noun and countable noun and abstract noun or collective noun. So Ganesh and Saraswati, there are two ends of our knowledge system, any knowledge system. Then another evidence is homeopathic medicine. Homeopathic medicine is hoax as per modern science. There are many unexplained things. Why medicine has to be dissolved in alcohol only? Then saturated solution of alcohol is called mother tincture. It is diluted 100 times, then it becomes power 1. Again diluted 100 times, become power 2. In this sequence, only powers of 30, 200, and 1000 are used in homeopathy. Why only these scales? There is no homeopathic medicine of power 28, 45, or 150. Only powers of 30, 200, and 1000 are used. Why it's so? Why it is dissolved in alcohol? When we dilute and we reduce the amount of medicine, then it becomes more powerful. This is also paradox. Then in 30 power medicine, dilution is 1 in 10 to the power 60. At that dilution, not even one atom of the so-called medicine will be present, because 10 power 30 is the number of electron-positron pair in solar system. So at that dilution, no matter, no particle of the so-called medicine will be available in the solution. So how it is effective? That means that matter is divisible at more levels than electron and proton. But this is the first assumption, because after nucleus, below nucleus, there are 4 more levels, successively 100,000 times smaller. This is one explanation. Another, Israel Haifa University that assumed that there is solution memory. So even without actual molecule or atom of medicine, it is effective in control. But that doesn't explain why powers of 30 only. A real explanation is that the man is image of galaxy. It is explained in Sattva Brahman, chapter 12, that in galaxy there are uh, about 100 billion stars. In human mind, there are about 100 billion neurons. So man is image of galaxy. 100 billion means maybe 200 billions or 300 billion. Of that order it tells. So in that order, man is image of galaxy or world. So in there is chakra system that Manipur, Muladhar, Swadhisthana, Manipur chakra at navel region. Manipur chakra is there. That is image of solar system. And it is called solar plexus even in modern medicine, though it has no direct connection with sun. But as per the Indian theory, even in modern medicine, it is called solar plexus. The nerve junction near navel is called solar plexus. We called it Surya Chakra, Manipur chakra. So that chakra digestion is responsible for most of the diseases, digestive system. Solar system extends up to 30 dhams. And in each dham, the level of Anand increases 100 times. Means all the outer dhams are successively twice, 2 times bigger, and their Anand is reduced by 100. Anand increases by 100 times by dilution. So we dilute 100 times, repeat 30 times, 100 times dilution. Then it is equivalent to the solar system. And the interstellar space in our galaxy or maybe in other galaxies also, it is only ethyl alcohol. That was known only in 1985. So since it is written in Rig Ved, Mandal 1 and Supta 154, that it is filled with Madhya. It is written Madhya only. So it is filled with ethyl alcohol. So as image of that galactic system, we dissolve the medicine in ethyl alcohol. And by 30 times dilution, it is equivalent to solar system. And that way it affects our navel region, which is responsible for the most of the diseases, digestive system. Then heart region is called Vayu, solar wind go in solar system. Largest gaseous planet is Jupiter, which is about 1,000 radius from sun, means sun radius. So next medicine is of 100,000. And solar system, this gravitational field is 1 lakh radius of sun. So maximum power can be 1 lakh. So 30 times 30 power, 200 power. 200 is radius is the distance of sun or moon orbit. 1,000 radius is the distance of Jupiter. So 2,100 power also are used. So these are the logic, and it is actually effective in practice. I thought that it is only placebo effect, but when I saw a person who had ulcer in the whole body due to wrong medicine of sulfur, only power 30, sulfur power 30, then I believed that it actually effective. And then I searched for the Vedic theory. And this is confirmation of Vedic theory that homeopathic medicine still affects. In Abrahamic culture, they don't accept that there was a civilization earlier also. So they assume that aliens from other planets or other star systems, they came and civilized the earth. But we explain it logically that that is a pessimistic view, that only aliens can do civilization. We are optimistic that again we can rise to the Vedic level. Then there are many theories, I will briefly tell, that first verse of Atharvaved is Ye Trisaptah Paryanti Vishwa. 3 and 7 classification is the basic classification of science. Like this political theory, why it has failed capitalism and Marxism, especially communism, has failed all over the world. Though it looks very logical. In my young age, I was attracted towards communist theory, Marxism. Looks very logical, but it is based only on four elements of state: land, people, government, and sovereignty. But all are, they are not complete system. Durg is one of the elements. It is called Prakriti, seven Prakriti. Kosh means surplus revenue, which Arnold Toynbee has stated that without surplus revenue, no state can survive. So empires were built in North India because there was a huge surplus revenue from agriculture. So this was his analysis. Or Iraq was center of empire because Iraq has vast agricultural area. So then Purohit element means there are many aspects. Means firstly there is constitution, means rule of law. Then dharmo dharate praja. So these are the elements. Durg and Durg means natural boundaries, like India bounded by Himalaya and oceans all over the boundary. So unless we consider the all the seven elements, we cannot understand the political theory of any type. Similarly, Ayurveda, there are two types of 3 and 7 classification. General medicine will tell three prakritis or three doshas, kaph, vat, and pit, and 7 dhatus. Then in Tantra we tell that 7 chakras and 3 bodies, means sthul, sukshma, and karan sharir. So in two ways, there are 3 into 7 classification. Similarly, in linguistics also and many other theories, there is a general verse explained in many ways. Chattvari shringa trayo asya pada dve shirse sapta hastasu asya tridhabadho vrishbho iti maho devo matya avivesa. That also tells about 3 and 7 classification, some other classifications also. So this is the general idea of Vedic science, and in that way we can formulate the modern cosmology theory, modern theories of metallurgy and medical science, and this about this smaller divisions of matter particles. This Bal Sudhakara Sastry ji has actually done the practices by nanoparticles, and another person, CSR Prabhu, he was director of CSIR. He built some alloys based on the Vaimanik Rahasya of Bharadwaj. So some persons have actually used the ancient knowledge for modern science development in modern science also, and still we are to understand the secrets of yogic siddhi, vibhuti pad, etc. How these are effective, how these chakras are active, and what role they play in human physiology. These are still not understood in modern science, and these are the fields in which we can be guided by. And
Thank you, Arun Kumar ji. You have enlightened us with the important aspects of Vedic measurements. Very nice. Before we take, I hope you will accept taking some questions from our audience. Before we
yes,
do that, Dr. ABS Sastry is with us. I would like to request him to speak a few words. After that, we'll open the floor for questions answer. Sastry Garu, can you audible? Yes.
Dr. Arun Kumar ji, thank you very much for a enlightened speech. And we always believe that your uh, contribution and your works in this area, Vedic sciences, is always applaudable. And I would like to uh, inviting you to the common dais, which is going to establish in August month in our Silver Jubilee. Please be with us, and we all together take it to the next level, because for any technology, science background is inevitable. So I believe your support and your participation will take forward the research R&D in Vedic science and technology. So we will be forming a academic council and committee in the future. Please be with us, and thank you for your great speech. Uh, Thank you, Arun Kumar ji.
Uh, it will be a great honor to join Sudhakar Sastry ji.
Sir, please, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Pijirav garu.
Thank you, Dr. Sastry Garu, for the information and the invitation you have given to Dr. Arun Kumar Upadhyay ji. It will add where.
Yes, does anybody have questions? We are open for Murali Krishna. You can go ahead.
Okay, now
After
mine is
your-
not a question. I just want to say it is a very important topic because measurement is the foundation of all what you call as investigations, whether it's scientific or any other purpose. And the specific what we learned, the four types of the measurement, starting from nominal, ordinal, and the other one is interval based and the ratio. These are all the basic things. And one way or other, the Vedic, when he showed the movement, I was trying to relate those things, and I'm really excited to know the hidden treasure of the knowledge in Vedas. Though I'm a practical zero knowledge person, but I was only trying to relate to what we learned during our studies. And I compliment the speaker for his wonderful speech, wonderful presentation of this topic. Thank you. I have just.
So we have a question from Bhupati. You are there? Okay, fine. So the question, Arun Kumar ji, is that the existence of ether, ETHER. So it exist in vacuum or is it like absence of air? So can you please?
There is no absolute vacuum. Absolute vacuum has been called Parme Byoman, where even Om doesn't exist. We Om on. So there are 9 levels of Yom or up in original uniform matter from which creation started is called Ras or Anand. Rasang Labdhva Anandi Bhavati, Tasmat Rasa is called Anand also in the three Upanishad. When there were fluctuations or inner motion, it was called Salil. When it was visible as wave, it was called Sarir, like human body, Sarir. It is Tantisa, not Talabisa, Sarir. Then in galaxy, the spread matter, or it was called up. When there was vibration, it was called Ambh. When it was mixed with Som, it was called Sambh Sadashiv, Ambh and Som. Then solar system, Agni Vayu Ravi Bhyastu Trayang Brahma Sanatana. Agni means charged particles, means heat, solar atmosphere. Then Vayu means solar wind zone. And then Mar, it is called, so sun is called Marichi. Mar is the up. So 9 levels and 9 stages of creation. It is written in that Abhyakta Abhyaktaya Sarve Prabhavante Haragame. Ratragame Praliyante Tatraiva Abhyakta Sangaya. So Abhyakt is the root level. Vyakt levels are 9. So there are 9 sargs of Prakriti. What is creation? Creation is from spread matter. It is called different levels of up. Abhya. From up it was creation. Then created matter has a boundary that is called Bhumi. In between formative stage is called cloud In English, it is called cloud. So they call ninth cloud because there are 9 stages, circs of creation. And we call it, in Vedas, 2 words are used. Vara. Vara is the animal of land and water both. Or Meg. Meg is a mixture of air and water both. So mixture stage means a mixture of created universe and uncreated, means formative stage, is called Meg or Vara. So it has 9 levels. So in English also, the Bible they call ninth cloud.
Yep. Thank you, Arun Kumarji. Any more questions?
Karthik, I just want to, just to give a small comment. I just want to know why the speaker wanted to talk about modern research. He has included in the title of the speech as modern research. Research, is it that modern necessary? Research has to be modern only, is it not? I'm just out of curiosity, I'm asking. That's the only thing. So, is there anything like research which is not modern? So, is that word necessary? Just that's the only thing.
Then the modern research means modern science is not complete. We can move towards completeness by introducing Vedic concepts.
Yeah. Thank you,
This
sir.
is my
Thank you.
idea.
Yep. Thank you, Murali Krishnaji. Thank you, Arun Kumarji. I think we don't have any further questions in the chat as well. So we got one, and Arun Kumarji has already answered it.
No, you can ask further question later on also on WhatsApp or email.
Sure, we'll do that, Arun Kumarji. So please fill out the registration form. We have provided in the link. So once we have it, you can send us an email, and we can always go back to Arun Kumarji for more, clarifications on the. Yep. Thank you, Arun Kumarji, for taking valuable time of yours and enlightening us with a very beautiful and well explained topic on measurements and the relation between the various types of measurements, and how do we interrelate that with the Sanskrit and the present mathematics. Not only that, the way this is much more interesting, not only for that, but because you have extended it to medicine as well, like the homeo, the tinctures, right? The concentration of a tincture. I mean, that level of details, I think, are fantastically delivered, and we really thoroughly enjoyed this. And I know 45 minutes is a very less time for you, and but it was very crisp, to the point, and well articulated over the PPT as well. But definitely we'll be looking forward for more interactions with you on this topic, and see if we can benefit more people on this topic as well. So thank you, Arun Kumarji, for taking your time again, and thank you very much. And thank you, audience, for joining. I know, I mean, it's Saturday evening, and but you have taken some time, some of your family time to attend this meeting, and then going through this lecture. I hope you have all benefited from it. A small, again, intimation that SRIVT has successfully completed 25 years in Vedic research, and this August we are going to conduct a Silver Jubilee celebration. So in a few days we will be rolling out the flyers and the registration links as well. Please register yourself. We are going to invite eminent speakers, and probably Arun Kumarji will also be there. We'll be inviting him also, so we can have a session there, and you can all interact with many Vedic scientists who are doing research, in this topics. So thank you once again, everyone, and have a great weekend.
Thank you, Dr. Mr. Karthik. Now I would like to conclude the session. Thank you all.